All right, we're going to broadcast the IFL game here between Chiba and Dracut. Just finished a game with Dennis a moment ago, another league. Close out of that one and into this one. From what I understand, we already have a 7-0 lead for Chiba here. Let's see, am I in? I'm in. Okay. And what do we look like? We got to do that. Okay. And I think we're good. Yeah. All right. So Chiba's got the ball back. Let's take a look at what's going on. End run Nathan. He gets his 9 yards. Okay, so Chiba came down and went 55 yards. And then we had a 3-and-out for Dracut. So not an ideal start for Dracut. A lot on the line in this game as Pete Johnson picks up a bunch. Let's see here in the divisions, looking that way, we've got Chiba at 9-5, and Dracut at 8-6. So Dracut is concerned about playoff positioning here. Obviously, plenty of playoff implications in this one. After a 1-yard guessed right. I won't have my sweetest stats, unfortunately, up. It's going to be impossible. Maybe I'll grab them at halftime. There's a guessed right short pass and a first down. So, nearing scoring range is Chiba trying to get out to a quick 2-score lead here. Playing pro set. Strong offense. That's Nathan. Blitzer's coming. Incomplete. Second and 10. Taking a look at some matchups here. Not much pressure along the D line coming. We got a 7 at left guard, so it means that Fouts is pretty much going to be able to do some things here. Guessed wrong. 6 back there. Incomplete on Nathan's card. 3rd and 10. Stays pro set. Got a 5 behind the nose in this 3-3-5. As you look out for line bucks. 6 nose tackle, very helpful in this spot. No blitz coming here. You got a 5 in Johnson. And run. 4 behind. Just gets a yard. 4th and 9. Going to force a punt. Or not. Chiba going for it here. Tough spot. Certainly dump off is in play with this pass rush situation. You got to bring as much heat as you got here. But you have a 7 right guard as well. I mean, this is the matchup you got to take advantage of. And I don't think there's any substitute pass rush for Dracut here where they really could use some against this 4. Short pass Jenkins. He's not doubled up. 4 men in zone. Can Fouts get it there? There's that flush. And incomplete. 4 wouldn't have gotten it done anyway, pretty sure, if it went to the defensive card. So Dracut gets its defense to not break. It bent, but did not break. And a quick first down and completion to Steve Watson. Theismann, the quarterback. Peyton, big fumble, mediocre card, tons of carries, though. Short pass. Curtis, 4 men in zone. Get this pass rush chart up here shortly. Theismann does his thing and gets 7, setting up a 3rd and 3. Stays in the pro. It's a line book. It is filled with a 5. The 6 comes up and it's a first down for Dracut. So good roll there. And Dracut keeps the drive alive. Now into Chiba territory at the 49. 4:30 left, first quarter. 7-0 Chiba City. Off tackle. Peros gets just 2. So one of his worst outcomes there. 2nd and 8. A lot of ground and pound from this team. Here's end run Peyton. Going to get 5, beat the 4 end, 3rd and 3. You see that 22 fumble guessed wrong, not unusual in this set. Paris 31 guessed wrong, as we saw right here on the previous run. Looking pass, double teamed up, incomplete. 4th and 3 from the Chiba 42. Expect him to go. And he does. He's 3 yards. It's a flat pass. Guess wrong. With a 5. There, incomplete. Hits the blank. Oh, heartbreak. And Chiba takes over. 1st and 10. So a couple failed 4th downs each way. Long pass. Hill. 6 is back there, incomplete. Just misses the pick on 10. Not a bad pick, 2 through 4, 12, even though it's on the 10. 2nd and 10. Chiba's one of those teams in this league that you sort of have to guess right a lot. Flat pass, Johnson, 6 yards. Guessed right. So, obviously, the reason for that and the whole offense rests around the nexus of Fouts' long pass and Nathan's end run. And then there's an end run. Guessed right. No gain. 4th and 4. To the 2-yard line. He'll let that roll. Does he get a touchback? He does. Yes. Barely. 1st and 10, Dracut. We'll come back to that Chiba offense next time they have the ball. Peros gets 4 guessed right. So just comparing the cards here, comparing the teams, Chiba has the advantage. They have more pathways on offense, for sure, with the dynamic running cards. Short pass, guessed wrong. Watson opportunity here against a 4. Going to get a 5 on the white die. That'll advance Dracut to the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. Just a yard, could not get the block from the 5 offensive linemen. 2nd and 9. Take a look at the pass rush here in a moment. Off tackle, guessed wrong, gets 8 yards, and John Bunting is out. And where does that show up? Right here, I think. So now Paris has a 0 on him. Peyton's keyed on this 3rd and 1. And he fumbles it. It's picked up by Chiba. So there's that high fumble for Peyton. Showing up guessed right. Actually, I think he was keyed, wasn't he? So 84.5 on the fumble there. Not so bad, I guess, Keith. First and 10. Chiba at midfield. Big turnover there. Dracut weathering the storm well so far. Been put in a few stressful spots on defense since we came on air. But now it has to do it a third time here is a lot to ask. And you see Ferguson enter the game. He gets 5. So it's that Fouts long pass and that Nathan end run. Ferguson has a lot of short gains as well. Johnson up the middle. That's basically your Chiba offense. Fouts deep and runs to Ferguson or Nathan primarily. Their linebucks Pete Johnson. Here's a flat pass. Relatively rare. Relatively. Guessed wrong gets 10. To the Drake at 35. I'll let people know I'm doing this if they're up and about. We missed a guess right. No gain, but Ferguson comes right back and gets 12. It's a first and 10 up to the 23. Chiba trying to open it up a little bit here with 12:18 left, second quarter. Nobody home on this flat pass, but we had a false start, first and 15. Set with Ferguson. Ferguson does shorten the field when he's in. Short pass, Hill, 4-man zone. Incomplete. Fourth guy made a difference there. Second and 15. Long pass, Cunningham. Nobody's home. Incomplete. So there you see the long pass right column of Fouts with that 7 long gain. Now third and 15, long field goal attempt here, where they currently stand. And a 10-0 lead is valuable. Let's see if we see a run here, because you really don't want to be kicking from the 23. Well, it's a tough field goal no matter what for Barr. So interesting spot here. Not sure what Fouts' plus 15s on his short pass card look like. So he's going long anyway. Cunningham is your receiver. He's the tight end. Against the 5. He's going to get a flush. Looking for 15 yards, gets nothing. And it's going to be a tough field goal attempt here for Matt Barr. Can he get that low number? He does. He hits the 6 on the 2 through 6 11. Wait, sorry, not 2 through 6 11. The 2 through 6 straight up. Gets the 6. 10-0. Big kick there from Barr. Dracut thought he had him there. He's in a tough spot. Got that first down penalty with no men in flat pass zone, and turned that into a 3rd and 15, then a 4th and 15. But Barr hits the field goal. And now another fumble. This time picked up by the offense. I'm going to lose 2 yards, so it's going to be second and 9? Yeah, 9. Off tackle again on this second and 9. This time, that nice offensive line on the right side does its job. 3rd and 2. Dracut cannot let this get much further than it is right now. It's a team that relies on runs like you're seeing here. 3rd and 2, not going to get it. Linebacker makes the play. Dracut's going to have to think about things here, and they're going to punt it away. Gets a 49-yard net punt, which is good news for Dracut. Chiba takes over. Pro set versus 3-4. Again, sorry, I can't bring the stats to this game. I need to have them sort of printed out. Long pass, Jenkins. He's doubled up, but Fouts gets it on the 3. Much more likely interception than a completion there. One more chance, but finds the plus 31. And Chiba's in business again. Just living in Dracut's territory since we've joined. Off tackle, guessed right. Man is there. Gonna get 2. Nice fumble from Ferguson. Just 10 there, guessed right. 2nd and 8. End run guessed right. Nicely done. Gutsy. Cunningham can't make the block on the 5. 3rd and 8. Lots of reasons to run here. If he wishes to go that route, this being 2-down territory. But not much you can really do about that. Yeah, he guesses pass correctly, and Fouts makes the completion on his card. Clutch throw on 3rd and long. Up to the Dracut 29. Ferguson staying in. Did we lose Nathan? We didn't, right? He's just getting more time than usual. Not that he doesn't play a lot. He does. But we're seeing a lot of him here. 1st and 10. Linebuck, Johnson, man, there's a 4. The 5 can't make the block. So let's take a look at Ferguson's receiving, because that's really the major difference versus Nathan as much as anything else. This gives Chiba 1 fewer long pass option, where he likes to use Nathan often. 2nd and 8. Going to Pete Johnson in the flat, well covered, but gets the 6 die. Oh, tough. To get beat by Fouts on flat passes, guessed right with a 5 in zone is a tough pill to swallow for Dracut, I'm sure. Full house now. Versus 3-4. You can blitz inside the 10, not doing it. It's a run. Guessed right. Gets 5 anyway. Look at that. Look at that beautiful guessed right card from Hooks. Now from the 2, 2nd down. Linebuck, Pete Johnson just needs 2. Lots of ways to get it. Gets it with the center. 5 center upgraded to the 6 makes the difference. $17-0. Chiba difficult to dig out of this kind of hole. They run so much, they got to keep games close. Still plenty of time as they accept the penalty, give up the 2 yards, and keep it 1st and 5. Peyton gets 7 yards, guess right, along the outside. Time is left that he can stick to the game plan, but things just have to go very well. Looking past Walter, he gets 7. Set. Linebuck, Peyton, nobody home, guessed wrong. Opportunity here, and he takes advantage of the short gain for 13 yards. 1st and 10 now into Chiba territory. 2:42 left in the half. Plenty of time for Dracut to work with. Flat pass gets wrong. Gets a 0, gets 11 yards, and up to the 37. Dracut's in business now. That 0 is the result of an injury. Off tackle, Peros. Going to get 9 nice yards up the gut. 2nd and 1. Carries for Peros. He's got 11 left. Peyton, 23. The 5 makes the play. 3rd and 1. Peros just looking for a yard. Gets it. On his nice guest right column when you're looking for a yard. 1st and 10. 30 now left to play here in the first half. 17-0 Chiba. Looking pass to the tight end. Gets 5 more. Sorry for all the beeps and stuff. I guess I could silence that. At least that beep. You'll hear some others. 5 yards. Is what that's where we left it, isn't it? So pro set versus 4-3 on the 2nd and 5. 107 left now. Sticking with that. Cloud of dust stuff gets a short gain to the 1. Barrows hits it. See if Chiba uses timeout or not here. Does. Keep it at 1 minute. 1st and goal. Lots of options here. Mo Sitatupu makes an appearance as your 3rd back. Linebuck, Theismann looking for a yard, not going to get it. Chiba will use its 2nd time out, I assume. Nope, lets it run. Dracut has all of theirs, so no time issue for Dracut here. They can go right to 4th down if they want to. Not the time to cross them up with a pass. It's a keyed Peyton looking for the defensive card. Does not get it. Pushes him back to the 2-yard line. 3rd and goal now. Theismann would have brought that home, even if it was guessed right. In that case, it would have been guessed wrong. It's a good 8 seconds. You can fit 2 plays in here, no matter what happens, although penalties could really make him regret that if he gets a hold or something. Linebuck, Mosi Tatupu, touchdown! Dracut. Very much needed score as the half expires. Pretty sure Dracut gets the ball here. We weren't here to see it, but I'm pretty sure that's the case. Holding against Dracut. So that's going to make this a bit more dicey than it was. We had a miss on 11 coming into it. Now Fritsch hits it 2 through 9, 12 on the 9. 17-7. And yes, Dracut's getting the ball. Thankfully, we go straight ahead. And it's a fumble picked up by the offense. Dracut probably just going to fall on that one. Good indication how he feels about his offense, what he does here. Yeah, he falls on the ball. Carlos Carson recovers the ball. He'll have some good cards down the road. Short pass, Curtis. Guessed right. Gonna get flushed. It's picked! Barry Krause gets it. Offensive card interception, 13 yards. Just misses the big touchdown. Well, that's a big deal. Dracut was looking for a 2-for-1, and now they're facing immediate red zone threat. Chiba can make this a pretty difficult hill to climb here. Linebuck Johnson going to get just 2. Obviously, keeping this a 2-score game is pretty critical. Short pass gets wrong. 4-man in zone. Was going to get 13. Instead, it's a 2nd and 13 after the false start. Big penalty. Checks back in now. After sitting out most of the second quarter. It's a short pass Jenkins. 4 men in there, incomplete. Goes pro set. Three, 3-5. Maybe you bring in the linebacker behind the nose to make sure you hold that linebuck threat down, or do you double with your safety? He doubles. End run. It's going to get just 4 yards, and Dracut will force the field goal attempt. So, mini victory there for Dracut as Matt Barr is on from 32 yards out. The kick is no good. Just 2 through 6, 11, 12. You know, that's rough card right there. Hit the 2 through 6 earlier. Can't find it here. 17-7. Paros gets off to an 8-yard run to start off the drive. It's sort of a do-over now for Dracut. Just lost a couple minutes off the clock. 2nd and 2. Short pass, Curtis. Incomplete on Curtis's card. Brings up a 3rd and 2 now. Could we see Dracut pull the string to Watson? Or is he just going to try to run for it? It's a look-in pass to Curtis. Nobody's home. 9 yards. Curious what that would have been deep. Would have been 32. Flat pass, nobody home. Blitz was coming. 20 yards. Barbaro out. So another key loss there. And who comes in? Left tackle, Paros. And now another injury, Mark Lee. Takes away free safety. Ron Cherry will have good ratings later, not now. 0 is back there. Watson is on a 4. It's a pretty good setup when Dracut feels the time is right to attack it. Off tackle Peyton. Gets 8 again. Up to the Chiba 27. Dracut making a push here. Short pass Watson. He's not doubled. Long gain. He's going to score. Touchdown. And Dracut is right back in it. Back against the wall. Forced the field goal. Comes back with a quick touchdown drive. Trying to make it a field goal game is Fritsch. Misses on 11 here. Oh my. I see an X, but yeah, there's a penalty. Saw the X die, and indeed it was called back, and the kick is good. 17-14. The penalty's working pretty well for Dracut recently here. Prevented a 13-yard completion in the red zone, and now gets back a very meaningful point. I didn't notice the 10 and 11 that Mike is saying here. So let's see. So is it from the 1 yard line? He's worse. I mean, that would be the reason why. Wrong team. Yeah, that's why. Yep. And Dennis covered that right there. So now Chiba. Up just 3 with 8:42 left in the third quarter. Mike's saying that's not right. He's not saying that the cards aren't right. He's saying that Strat treats it incorrectly, that it shouldn't penalize him, but tis what it is. And here we go. Nathan in there. It's a flat pass. Just going to get a yard, 2nd and 9. Good defenders in the backfield. A bunch of 5s and 6s for Dracut. But when you have Dan Fouch, you're really not concerned about the defensive setup. You're just hoping for that 7 on your card when you go deep. 2nd and 9. Flat pass, Nathan. I don't think he's covered. Incomplete on Fouts' card. Well, he was covered. Right linebacker stayed home. Quick opportunity for a 3 and out for this defense. Pass Nathan, 4 men in zone. Gonna get it. The 5 is beaten. So that holds off some Dracut momentum on a big white die 6 roll. Bypass gets wrong. Gets 8. Second and 2. Linebuck Pete Johnson. Going to get 7 more. First down. Chiba up to midfield. 6:18 left, third quarter. Chiba holding on to a 17-14 lead with the ball. Trying to add to it. In a roundabout way, but essentially, Dracut got a 2-for-1, 2 touchdowns around halftime. Off tackle Nathan can't make the block. Second and 9. 6 beats the 5. End run, guessed wrong. Nathan with a chance. Gonna get 21 on the defensive card. And he's gonna lose a defender. Does Dracut. As you see the strong safety down to a 4 now. Seeing Chiba already go to Cunningham a bunch of times. Go back to Nathan now. Just gets a yard. Guessed right. As Dracut prevented a 7-yard gain with the correct run call. Forcing field goals. Big deal. Short pass, Johnson. He's flushed. Gets 7. Third and 2. With this kicker, you got to figure there's a lot more fourth downs that, again, I don't have the stats up to give you the gruesome details, but I assume we see a lot of attempts out of Seattle, whose coach is typically going for it on 4th anyway. With this kicker, gives me more reason. 3rd and 2 now. From the 20. If I'm Dracut, I'm guessing pass and letting him get the first down. It's about TD prevention right now more than first down prevention. He guesses run anyway. Does it pay off? It does! A loss of 1. Gutsy call from Dracut makes it a 4th and 3. And yeah, Chiba's going anyway. With an extra yard to have to get now. Well, if I'm the Chiba coach, the one thing I don't do is throw a flat pass. Everything else is in play. And he throws the flat pass. I'll tell you why I said that in a second. It's incomplete. And Dracut's going to take over. You get the first down there, you're still in a tough spot against a good defense. So you may as well go for bigger yards so you can increase your touchdown percentage much more. That's what I was thinking that. I mean, and of course in strat, there's a lot of reasons why you pick the play you pick. So if you know that is maybe conventional wisdom, you see a flat pass here to Peyton, incomplete, 3rd and 13. Then maybe you're looking for 0 man in zone there, right? Because you're not expecting that defense to see a flat pass. In any event, doesn't look like Chiba's going to be able to take big advantage here unless they come up with a clutch 3rd down throw from Theismann, who definitely can get 13. Big pass rush coming here. Incomplete. Missed on the 45% sack, but then Holston could not bring it in. And Dracut's away. 2:06 left, third quarter. Miller from his own 18. Can he get a boomer off here? Back to the 38 is Harper. And Harper just gets a yard. So successful punt. Puts Chiba back at their own 39. Long pass. Guess wrong. Man is there. Guess right. Man is there. Incomplete. Wrong would have been also incomplete. Second and 10. Draw to Nathan. Opportunity here, guessed wrong. Can Nathan take advantage? He can. If the penalty does not show up, it does not. 17 yards. Big run from Tony Nathan. Gutsy draw call. Dracut has not been shy about guessing run, as is often the case in this league, for good reason. Nathan is, I think, probably the best back in the league. Overall, best card. Strat rates my guy Russell Davis #1, but Nathan gives you more columns. Off tackle, Nathan, nobody home. Guessed wrong again. And can you get another short gain? Yes, he can. 13 yards to the. Oh, he fumbled it. He does not have a bad fumble at all, and he lost it on a 3. And Dracut takes over. Second and 6. As we enter the fourth quarter, 17-14. Chiba's led the whole way. Off tackle, nobody home, and Peyton gets 7 more, first down. Rough fumble from Tony Nathan. Did not see that coming at all. Guessed wrong, no less. The gut. Gonna get 10. And that'll be accepted, I imagine. I'm sorry, declined, I imagine. Yeah, declined. Sorry, it's late, guys. In the Eastern time zone here. We're nearing 1 o'clock. Long day. Flat pass. 7 yards. It's a beautiful day today here in Virginia, Central Virginia. We've got 2 strike games in anyway. Linebuck Peyton, he's going to get 6. And it's another first down to the Chiba 35-yard line. This morning, Adeline beat Metamora in a tightly fought game, although Adeline came out as a 14-point victor. It was much tighter than that. 2nd and 2 after another 8-yard hit. But I believe what that means, that win this morning, is Chiba loss here would clinch a division for Adeline, who's 7-yard gain, first down, whose magic number is now 1. But yeah, magic number is now 1. So looking past Peyton, he's doubled up. Looking for the pick was Chiba, doesn't get it. 2nd and 10. So the 22-yard line is good stuff, and he's at the 20 now. Five-yard gain. Pro set versus the blitzing 3-3-5. End run Peyton. Gets 2. 4th and 3. going to come on here with a pretty good shot here to tie it up, and he does. We are tied at 17, 10:30 left. Maybe a tick less than that. Yeah, 10:12 left. And a fumble recovered by Dracut. Wow. Big fumbles here from Chiba. Not likely ones either. Now, Dracut is in position to take the lead here in the fourth quarter. It's a few yards away from good field goal range. Let's see how he opens this up. It's a look-in pass. Nobody home. Guessed wrong. 13 yards. Up to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Turnovers. Unlikely turnovers. Killing Chiba here. Short pass Watson. He's doubled up. Looking for a turnover himself. Gets a sack. Matuzak gets in. Matuzak is a 10. Bumped up to a 12. And gets it on a 53 roll. 2nd and 20. And that pushes Dracut back. Excuse me. I don't have a good mute button here, so I'm going to hear yawn every now and then. Linebuck guessed wrong. Going to get 4, but pushed now back to the 29-yard line with the penalty. 2nd and 25 from the 29. King 4-3. Dracut doesn't want to be pushed back even further. It's an off tackle. And it's a 25-yard gain. That's a first down. He did 25. It was a capped run. It so happens that Peros' long is 25. 1st and goal from the 4. Short pass guessed wrong. Incomplete. 2-1-1 roll. Just avoids a big injury. 2nd and goal now from the 4. That was a missed opportunity there, obviously, for Dracut. Again. This time Watson cashes it in. Touchdown, middies. Wow, down 17-0. Storming back, misses again. This time it holds up. Two yards deep. Chiba takes the touchback. 7:30 left. We're halfway through the 4th. And a big missed extra point. Makes the door a little bit wider here for Chiba. Now trying to do their own comeback. A guessed right run with a man in zone. Still 5 yards for Nathan. Guessed wrong. Ferguson looking for some yards here. Going to his card? Yes, short gain, 17. Up to the 42. It's TD or bust here for Chiba at this point. Now that they've reached the 40. Long pass, Hill. He's doubled up. Incomplete. Second and 10. Long pass, guess wrong. Big opportunity. Nobody back there. Going to Cunningham, though. Incomplete. Gets the 7, but on the defensive card. And Drake gets bailed out. 3rd and 10. That's the bailout roll of the game right there. He wasn't going to a star receiver. He was going to Cunningham. So it wasn't maximum opportunity, but it was up there. You see, a receiver reading wouldn't have been that helpful. Everything else was looking good up against a 0. Long pass, Cunningham again, incomplete. Within 10, what do? You got to punt. Yeah, I mean, you figure it's 4 down territory here, but with 10 yards to go, got to punt it away. from the 14. Just want to hold on to the ball. If you're Dracut, he does. 8 yards. And now with 5:24 left, Dracut with a chance to drain some clock. Unlikely to be able to hold the whole way. The field goal likely wins it. Flat pass. Guess right. Incomplete. Nobody home. 2nd and 10. Ball from Dracut there. Just could not get the roll to cooperate. Now you see the blitz coming. Off tackle man is there. 6 yards anyway. 3rd and reasonable for Dracut, trying to hold on to possession here with 4:30 left. He's thrown enough flats where it's got to be in the mind of Dennis right now. With hesitation to bring those linebackers up. It's a line buck. Guess right. Needs 4. Gets nothing. And a punt coming up. 40 yards. Gets a nice bounce again. Oof. Special teams has been working out overall in Dracut's favor, but that missed extra point does loom large as Dan Fouts needs 74 yards to tie it and possibly take the lead. Plenty of time. You can still run Nathan to your heart's delight here, and there you go. Going to get just 4. The nose tackle makes the play. That's a big win there. Could have been much worse for Dracut. Guessed right. Just 4 yards. 3rd and 2. Would have been 9. No doubt about it. 4 down territory, no matter what happens here, I would imagine, unless there's a big sack. Something of that sort. It's an end run. Guessed wrong. Going to get those 2 yards here in almost every roll, except that one. No gain. 4th and 2. Got to go. Rough rolls here for Chiba in this second half. Guessed wrong again, I believe. Nathan guessed it this time. Up to the 46, we've hit the warning. 3 timeouts, both squads. Chiba's advanced the ball about 20 yards or so. Flat pass. Men are staying home, even in this spot. Nice call. Incomplete. That was guessed right. 8 yards anyway. Take it down to 7 because of the fatigue. Right or wrong was 8. Sets up a 3rd and 3. Chiba holds on to its timeouts. Keeps the inside running option very much alive with all those timeouts in hand. Long pass threat looms. Here's an end run. Guessed right again. Just gets a yard. We're looking at 4th and 2. Would have been 7. Guessed wrong. Make it 4th and 3 because we have a 1 yard less with Nathan's fatigue. Is he still at fatigue level 2? He is. Let me see Ferguson in form now. Chiba now with 2 timeouts, so this is the game. Once again, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing pass in this spot, just with the coach and everything else. Gonna have to let him get this first down. Yeah, and he's probably gonna get it. 3 yards. That's all it's needed. Gets 12, and now a nice run puts Chiba in a really good spot here. They take a timeout. Couldn't get out of bounds, so they're at the 35. Pro set versus a nickel. Inviting the run with a 0 defensive end out there. Long pass attempt yet on this drive. Here's a flat pass out to Ferguson in the 6 roll. Cashes for 13 big ones to the Dracut 22. Time becoming more of an issue for Dracut than Chiba here. I'm just going hurry up. That's what he did. Pro set. Dracut now to 3-4. Flat pass Johnson. Just 4 yards. Could not get out of bounds. Not a big deal. Nonetheless, the offense takes a timeout with an extra series of downs ahead of them here. That is why he took it. So Chiba's out of timeouts. It's a guessed wrong opportunity. Needs 18 with Jenkins. Gets it. Touchdown. 52 seconds left. Make that 45 seconds left. Bar on to take the lead for Chiba. The kick is good. Dracut not cut out for these sorts of short comebacks here with this squad. It's the benefit of some injuries, though, to the free safety, which means we're likely to see 2 men back there no matter what. Holston's your third receiver. Let's take a look at Holston's flat pass wrong. Here's a long gain on there. He goes 3-3-5. So if this man drops, Holston's flat pass wrong opens up. Just need to get into field goal range. Long pass. Incomplete. But notice that safety did drop. All 3 timeouts for Dracut. Heisman have an end run? I'll check that in a second here after this play. Short pass, Steve Watson. He's not double 13 yards. Not out of bounds. No big deal. Take the timeout. Let's check Theismann. He's got it. Not much going on, though. Four plays left for Dracut. 3 to get in field goal position. He needs a good 10, 29 yards or so. Call it 25 yards in these 3 plays. Can he find those 25? He can certainly afford to go short pass here. Decides to go deep, double teamed, holding against Dracut. You're going to accept that if you are Chiba. That makes it a lot harder. Not much choice but to go deep and hope it gets the Theismann's card. Let's take a quick look at that while we have the chance. Long gain is on 10. 32 really doesn't get it done without another gainer after that at the 8-second mark. And that's thanks to that holding call. Charlie Smith's not doubled. Oh, he just misses a long gain. Two shots here. 69 yards to pay dirt. Needs about half that to get to field goal range. Smith is double team this time. Incomplete. No flag. And now it's Hail Mary to the max for Theismann. And you need somebody who can go the distance too. Final gasp is a long pass to Holston. He's not double teamed. Incomplete on the 9 again. And that'll do it. Chiba holds on for a big win, likely solidifying their playoff positioning, staying alive for the division. Looks like we'll have some visitors here for some post-game discussion about extra points, most likely. Well, Dennis.
Hey, you see how Mike chats to me when he loses the game? He lets it all rip.
Where is he? Michael, it's not connected.
He's
There
Fucking bullshit. A fucking game on an extra fucking point.
You didn't lose it because of that. I would have gone for 2. I guess you can't go for 2. But...
Come on. You can't even give me fucking overtime. Fucking
Hey.
fourth down bullshit fucking run.
Get it out. Get it all out.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So
What a
you-
fucking bullshit fucking 0-man fucking incompletion. Just terrible.
So you had no problem with me going down and
Just
fumbling
fucking
and then
terrible.
fumbling a kickoff.
Yeah.
That was all
To
legit,
even
right?
the fucking turnovers.
The Nathan fumble with
To
and
even
a
the
3-roll.
turnovers. I had 2 in the first half. I didn't get no fucking sympathy.
and the
To even it up.
what do you call that? The fumble kick return.
Yeah. You deserve
And-
that.
And
Yeah.
Nathan's guessed wrong fumble.
And then
fucking-
the three injuries to key players. You only
The
have
fucking killer. I know you
guy.
had 4. That doesn't matter. I mean, 4's you got good backups.
I
Can't believe you went from a 5 to a 4.
I went from a 5 to a 0 outside linebacker. I went from a 5 to a 0
Yeah.
free safety,
The,
and then the 5 to a 4 cornerback.
The killer play. It was sneaky killer. You probably don't even remember it. You threw a flat. I don't know whether it was third or second and long, and you rolled a 6-10. Not a 5-10 minus 3 yards. Not a 4-10 minus 3 yards. Not a 10 on your card pickoff, but a 6-10 for 13 yards to keep a drive alive. And then how about the fucking double team 31? Long pass, touchdown drive.
Didn't you move the linebacker on that one? So it wasn't a
No,
double team.
no,
yes, the true double team.
I jumped to the long pass. Yeah, nice drive on that one.
Yeah, that was a good
Friggin-
unfortunate rule.
And then I keep hitting the damn 9s. I needed the friggin' 10.
Yes,
So,
2
does
nights
this
in a
put you-
row.
Needed the
does this
friggin'
put you-
10.
So does this put you in jeopardy of missing the playoffs?
Yeah, I'll definitely. Yeah, I think only one win I can get. I'm in because I got every tiebreaker against
Okay.
every wildcard team.
So you're gonna get in.
No, because if anyone can
Oh, you
get
play
9
Adeline.
wins,
Oh,
What?
you play Anthony next week.
yeah, this ain't getting any easier here. I got to deal with Anthony's long bomb with 1 second left to beat me last time, and you're fucking not a 7-point lead, but a fucking 6-point lead.
Did you not feel like this is gonna be the final score? 24-23.
Of course.
Yes,
It
I
was
thought
fucking
too. That's okay.
predetermined. I
got
go,
it.
he's
I got
4
this.
downs. He's going to be running, sneaking in the passes. Yeah, and of
And that-
course, the one fucking time you throw a fucking short pass, you hit the fucking receiver.
I felt that. I felt you were gonna call
Yeah.
run there. You had 4 men in the zone though, so that I still had a slim chance.
Yeah, no, I was cooked. I was dead. You know what killed me? You were in big trouble until you got that 13-yard flat and the 12-yard run with Ferguson on my card that put you at the 12. I mean, with no timeouts at the 40, you
Yeah, I
can't.
needed that.
You can't ease your way in. Down, you were at the 37, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
you're
if
not
you
going
run,
to 4 and 5 yard your way down there.
right, and then if you run, there's a good chance that you'd have somebody in the zone. So that's why I wanted to run, but I also knew that I had to be careful and not just only run because people would call run or stick a guy in the right spot.
Yeah, I mean, I really screwed up not plugging on the Vegas Ferguson play there, the 4th down play. I would have won it right there if I plugged.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you
there.
were trying to throw. It was just so many stupid. I just couldn't, with Fouts, it's like pick your poison,
Yes.
Yeah.
And with Nathan, it's the same thing. You can't do anything. It's just
I had a
you're
lot
at
of those-
mercy.
I had a lot of those plays in the first half where I was like throwing flat and I'd roll a 7 or throwing short and I'd throw a 7. I'm like, man, I should have been going deep there. That's the trouble with that card. And that last drive, I didn't want to just bomb because then you're screwing yourself. You're gonna wind up throwing a pick or getting sacked or whatever. So I think it also hurts you that your pass rush isn't that good on the D line. Most teams have like a ton of pass rush. I got a few dump offs, I think.
Unbelievable here. I'm looking. You were 2 for 10 on 3rd down. It didn't fucking seem like that at all.
Well, I was running sometimes too, just because I didn't want to. Either I didn't want to get sacked or
And
picked
you were
or
2 for
whatever.
4 on 4th down. Yeah, another killer too, which I wanted to throw the monitor across the screen, was the 4th and 1 where I threw flat wrong and I roll a fucking 5. It's like, what the fuck? I can't even run the fucking ball. I would have got a 5. I would have not got it. I think it was 4th and 2 or 3. So I wouldn't have got it if I
you
ran the
deserve that
fucking
one.
thing. And then I'm like, the whole thing was, everything but 11 was a first down except the 5.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was an absolute killer.
Yeah, you deserve that one for sure.
Short pass complete. Long pass incomplete. 5.
Yeah, and then on the extra point, yeah, I know it called me a field goal now because of a penalty, but it was a fucking extra point from the 1. Obviously, that's wrong.
But you had already missed the extra point.
I got a penalty on you. I took it. I ended up at the 1, not the 2.
Right.
You're asking a lot of the Strat programmers.
Come on. A developer can
to
figure
put that
that
caveat
out.
in. They don't.
Listen, if I
why-
went back to the 7, I agree. I'd be in the 3 to 12 range. For
They
a
don't pay
field
close
goal.
enough attention, the programmers, to
Yeah.
fix that little glitch.
Well, they're doing it from some statistic where he got shanked a kick up close or something on a field goal attempt. But they really shouldn't. Well, why even have that column if you're not going to? If you're going to say an extra point is the same as the 1 to 2, just get rid of it.
Yeah, well, listen, I agree. If it was penalty, it was on me and you moved it back. Yeah, I should be in the field goal range. But it was on you when I took it.
Because you missed the kick.
Because
I missed the kick.
Right.
So, yeah, thank God I didn't miss that one and lose by that. I would have really been pissed.
Yeah.
But yeah, imagine if a 10 came up. But
That would've
yeah,
been
this
brutal.
I don't know. I don't know I lost the game. I mean, I shut you down from like quarters 2 to 4
Well,
until
because I
that
turned the
last
ball
friggin'
over.
drive.
I turned the ball over. Like that was like the killer in the third and fourth
Hold on, let me
quarter.
see the box
Yeah,
score.
yeah, look at the ball position.
Yeah, it went downs, missed field goal, downs, fumble, fumble, punt. I got you punting,
Yeah, I did punt once, but the
but
fumble kick return, fumble on that. I know I should have kicked that field goal. I hate my kicker. Matt Barr is terrible. But then when I turned it over on downs, I was like,
yeah,
he's gonna
yeah,
shake
you're
that field goal.
crazy. I know. I see you going for that. I'm like,
Two
oh,
through
listen,
six,
look at this guy.
dude. He's 2 through 6.
You nailed one of them.
I know. I got lucky on that one.
You nailed one of them. The 45-yarder early in the game. I got so lucky on the 27-yard run on 2nd and 25.
Oh, that was huge. That was big.
That was nuts.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. A beautiful 6 too.
Yep.
That never comes up.
I was kicking myself for not bringing my middle linebacker there. And everybody does this because I have a 5'9" middle linebacker. They'll throw those look-ins. You had a couple good looking passes where I was either compensating for the zero or blitzing the linebacker. So you did a good job there.
You were playing that zero pretty nicely, Mike. I mean, you had Dennis thinking.
I
about
didn't
bringing
I
linebackers
didn't
up.
throw at him that much. I mean, I didn't get any X plays or anything like that.
Oh, you threw a look in when he was covering for the zero.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true.
When one time where he put his middle out to cover the zero. So there was definitely a seed, I would imagine, Dennis, in your head about moving linebackers around. Yeah.
And then when you talk about like it's tough for me to move down the field 5 yards at a time, or whatever. I think that's one of the things with your offense is that those guys are so good guess right, but guess wrong, they don't have those huge hits.
No,
you know, they have some short gains on 9 or 10 or whatever, but on the edges they don't have those big numbers that like Walter Payton would normally have. If you had a regular Walter Payton card, I think you'd be already in the playoffs for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I had to draft Paros, to get a card that was a little bit better than Peyton, because Peyton, he can't beat you. But yeah, I mean, you scored with 5 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah,
and then you didn't you didn't score again. Yeah, I don't know. What actually saved you was the possession that I had to kick the field goal to tie the game. I think it was like 2nd and 3. I'll have to check this.
Sack. Did I get a sack on that one?
No, not that one. The sack one I ran for the 27 yards to bail me out.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm talking about the one where I was down 3 and I had like 2nd and 3 and I think I didn't make it, and then 3rd down and short, your linebacker stopped me. And in my mind, I was like, I'm getting 7 here. Like, he's not going to stop me. But when I rolled the D card, I rolled the linebacker.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
It was 3rd and 5. Oh,
3rd and 5? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you plugged the end run.
Right.
Son of a bitch.
Well, because I had that zero out there.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I was worried about the containment wasn't in effect.
Yeah, you moved
so
him
that's why
in, yeah.
I moved him up, and then I moved the extra DB
Shit, Anthony,
there.
if I ran off tackle, I fucking had it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit. Because it was 6-7 was the roll.
Yeah. Crap.
And you stopped me. Yeah, that was a huge play.
Yeah.
Because that made me kick the stupid field goal. And I was getting 7. I was confident I was getting 7 on that. And that really saved it.
Yeah. But it's going to be an interesting playoffs. I thought my team would do better, but it's kind of, I don't know. I don't have enough targets that can go deep effectively, so everybody sits on my wide receivers. So
I can't believe I even put myself in this situation with these knucklehead, Great White and Wyoming beat me last week.
They might watch this episode. Hold up on the knuckleheads. But that was an upset for sure.
The worst part was Great White. We had 4 fumbles. He recovers all of them, and that ends up costing me the game. I can't get a fumble. Yeah. I'm again that one. I'm up 6. Was I up 6 late? No, I was up 3 late. Oh no. This is even better. It's tie score. I drive down the field. I'm on the 4-yard line. I run it in. It's a touchdown. I get a penalty. I go back. No, I'm at the 1. I run it in as a penalty. I go back to the 6. I run it again. I run it in again for a touchdown. It's a fucking penalty. I go. This time it's a holding penalty. I go back to the 16. Now it's 3rd and 16 or whatever. I can't throw deep, so I throw short, and I get a 13-yard gain to the 3, but I have to kick the field goal to go ahead by 3. Then he's driving down the field like you. I always lose every last drive. Anthony got me earlier. Every last drive. He's driving down the field. He has a snap fumble. I'm like, I can win it right here. No, he gets it. He goes right down. He scores 7. Beats me.
Well, it's a good comeback,
just
Mike. I mean, the turnovers are not your team is not designed to come back from 17 down.
No.
So
yeah, that's right. You were in a big hole and you kept your head down and fought right back to it.
I mean, even if Theismann had one more short gain on his end run, that would be a really nice weapon for you. When in a key spot. But
yeah,
he doesn't have much there. He's got that one short gain. It makes it difficult for you when you're in, 3rd and medium. You can't trust your backs to do much. So
Theismann's been very good this year on the short. The 5-9-7 combination is good with the must run on 6. He's been very good. The problem is his picks are kind of high. It's basically a pick on 12. It's 50-50 on 11.
Man, you were at 8-4. You were at 8-4, Mike.
I know. I lost 3 straight.
That's crazy.
All I had to do was win 1.
There's a bunch of teams can win this in the playoffs. I think there's a lot. It's a pretty open field. Actually, I think.
Have you played Metamora yet this week?
Yeah, I played this morning and won that game.
Okay, so you got the division wrapped up then.
No, magic number was 1. I would have won if.
No, but you got the tiebreaker.
What's that?
You got the tiebreaker versus me in the division.
No, we're split. Do I have am I better on the second tiebreak?
Yeah.
Oh, the division record.
Let
me take a look at it.
I mean, if I lose.
Yeah, you're 6-1. He's 4-3.
Oh,
there's no way.
Okay, gotcha.
With that win, I think you wrapped up the division. I needed you to lose to Metamora and then lose to Mike.
All right. Well, Mike, I'll throw the game for you. How about that?
No, don't do that. I might need a better draft pick. I know. I'm looking at this here. Detroit has to win 2. He's got Tombstone and Wyoming. Okay, that won't happen. Tombstone has to win 2. He's got Detroit, in Metamora. So it's unlikely they need to win out. If anyone can get to 9 wins, they can beat me out. Yeah, actually, Philadelphia has to win both. Oh, no, he only has to win 1 now.
He's got Wyoming and High Plains.
High Plains is going to be. He's not going to be putting the. He could beat him.
I don't know. Butch likes to pull those upsets, so I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, he has lost 4 in a row though.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I was going to say, if it makes you feel any better, I beat Dennis just before this game on a BS last drive touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
So Dennis just took it on the chin.
Was it S28? No.
In Battle Royale.
Oh, Battle Royale? Oh, Jesus.
That was a good comeback, though. You kept your head down there, too. I thought I had that game. I was moving the ball pretty effectively. But
yeah, but you got.
What's your records?
A couple things. And...
What's your records?
I'm 5-2, and Anthony's like 7-2 or something like that.
7-1.
7-1.
Wow.
Team is not good enough for that over in Battle Royale. So I've won a couple games, like I beat you, Mike, on the last play. Going a few that way. Team is not that good in Battle Royale. And in this league, though, I think you got 4 or 5 teams that could win it. Dennis, your team could win it.
Yeah.
Your offense is it's pick a poison. I mean, Nathan probably the best card in the set. Or Fouts, it doesn't matter what you have on D when you can hit 7 on your card deep. I mean, you'll throw against 6s, you throw against 5s, whatever.
Yeah, I get too addicted to that, though, and he's throwing a lot of picks this year, so you got to watch out for that. But yeah, no, there's definitely, I mean, only 4 teams make the playoffs in each conference. So you just need to win 2 games to make it there. Any of the 4 teams will have a shot at it.
All right, guys. Anything else?
That's it.
Yeah, no, nice win.
Thank you.
Nice win. Nice stupid win. I'm pissed about the extra point more than anything.
Yeah. Yeah, we can still be playing right now.
I know. God damn it. Friggin' extra point.
Yeah, Matt Barr's not doing me any favors kicking the
Yeah, that might bite you in the playoffs.
Well,
That could bite you, Dennis. You know, if
I
anything bites you.
have a better kicker on the roster in certain zones. I have one of those punter kicker guys, but the rules are you have to only play 1 kicker. So to get the returns and the extra points and everything, I picked Barr, but Corral's better in the 12 to 13 to 22 and 23 to 32, but I can't use them. So
right. And you mean you'll end up going for more 4th downs than usual because of that, you know, because you're a kicker. But if you need one at the end, you need one at the end, right?
Yep.
So,
For sure.
Yeah, another one that pissed me off was the right run on Nathan, and he got 8 yards.
He's got a good card.
Well, you were Michael. You were hitting that +8 off tackle.
Oh, I know. I lived on
command tonight.
Yeah, you know. Another thing that's BS is this good defense, run defense with the 4-3. I mean, come on.
Well, play 4-3 then. What are you complaining about?
I like that rule.
I got a 6 nose tackle. I can't do that.
Well, then,
I mean, that's terrible.
Well,
I mean, come on.
Did someone force you to have the 6 nose tackle?
No, when I got the team, that's what was on it. So I'm stuck.
But that would be kind of a fun thing if you got a good defensive tackle, like a 5 defensive tackle. You play a 4-3, so they're both 5s, and then on 3rd downs, when you bring him back to the nose tackle, he's a 6. So I've played teams like that before, where you take the penalty on the 4-3, but then you play a 3-3-5 or a 3-2-6, and you get that 6 back.
Yeah, I'm checking out the last drive now. I'm getting sick to my stomach. Yeah, 4th and 2, Nathan for 12. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, twice you hit my 8 on the end run on 4th down.
I think I got out of bounds on at least one of those, maybe both.
Jesus.
That was big too.
Jesus. 4th and 3, too. You run Vegas Ferguson end run. Oh
Vegas.
My God.
I had to gamble. I had to bring in Vegas.
Oh my God. A former Patriot. Although he's got a good card.
Yeah, I actually
got a great card.
Actually, I haven't been using that much.
He's interesting because, I mean, that does take away that long pass, you know, when Ferguson's in there. Your offense gets a little bit more controllable on D. But he has a good card. And a pretty low fumble, too, which is nice. And Nathan has a great fumble, but that didn't matter on his guest wrong fumble tonight.
Yeah, you know, you keyed Peyton and he fumbled.
Oh, yeah.
It was a fumble, even if just him running the ball. It was a 9.
Right.
I mean, he has a terrible fumble number. It's like 40. So you made it.
Peros is not a great. Peros is not a great. He's a fumbler too.
He can fumble too, yeah.
They're all fumblers on my team.
I needed more of those. I didn't get a fumble tonight. I don't think.
I got
Except for.
I know. I actually got lucky. I recovered 2 out of the 3 that I fumbled. That kept me in the game. You know, and another thing I got lucky was you kept throwing the bombs and you never hit 7 all day.
Yeah. No, I said.
Well, there was one guessed wrong, no men in zone. You were throwing to Cunningham, I think, Dennis.
Right.
But it was long pass wrong.
And
it hit 7. And it hit 7,
Yeah.
but it went to defensive guard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. And I played a game early this week. The guy hit me for 5 long gains. Every single one was on my card, 0 man. Covered by 4s and covered by mostly 4s. And, you know, just kept hitting 8-9, 8-9. But, yeah, I know. Look, you 6.3 per throw. I know. Look, we almost had the same offense. We ran 35 times. You threw it 30. I threw it 29.
Wow.
Well, I got to hit the hay.
All right, guys. Thanks a bunch.
All right. Have a good one, guys.
Good luck. Rest of the way.
Post the YouTube link so I can watch it.
Will do.
Thanks.
It's terrible.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Delete it immediately.
See ya.
See ya.